Welcome back. My name is Chaplain Neville. Geronimo to you. In my former life, prior to active duty, I was a licensed marriage and family therapist. It's just one of the many tools I bring as a chaplain to helping individuals and families reduce suffering and increase in joy. Today I'll be talking to you about the power of words and the importance of connection. Dr. Daniel Amen has a technique that he uses in his conferences where he has participants, some who are hooked up to heart rate monitors, sit peacefully in their seats while he says two different words. He begins by saying yes, yes, yes. Heart rates generally decrease. Then he begins to say the word no, no, no. And heart rates spike. One word, yes or no, without any context at all, and people experience physiological changes. The same happens to us in conversation with our loved ones. The power of a word spoken by a parent in the home is significant. Words and body language can have a significant effect in both positive and negative ways. To positively impact the conversation, show interest through head nodding, active listening, encouraging them through compliment. We can all improve in this skill in communication. It doesn't matter if you're an introvert or an extrovert. If you make eye contact with me instead of your cell phone, things get better, not worse. I guarantee it. One regret couples confess regularly is that a seemingly innocent conversation started, and by the end of it, they were yelling at each other. They're not sure what happened, but the end result is not what they wanted. The lesson today comes from an acronym I learned in marksmanship when I was a Boy Scout to help guide the process of disengaging, reconnecting, and completing the conversation in the desired way. The acronym is to BRASS. The first thing is to breathe. I had a Cajun friend of mine that put it this way: if you're eating a poop sandwich, you should stop immediately. Don't take another bite hoping it tastes better. If you're in a conversation and it begins to escalate into yelling, just stop. Not that you need it, but I give you permission to disengage. Now we can start the BRASS process. Breathe. Your body changed. You went from a calm, steady voice in a normal pace, and now your heart rate's increased. Your blood pressure has changed. Your eyes may have even dilated and hyper-focused like you're in conflict or competition. You need to resume regular breathing instead of rapid, shallow breaths. Think of a basketball player after they run up and down the court and then get fouled in the act of shooting, and they're at the free throw line. They stop, they breathe. They perform their routine, they breathe again. Then they perform the shot. Once you breathe, you can now progress to relax. Once you relax, take grandma's advice, just walk away. No parting shots, no slamming doors. Just inform your spouse you want to talk again when you can be your best self. Take a walk, listen to calming music, perform a chore. Give yourself at least 15 minutes. Now you can take aim, refocus. Begin to think. What was the conversation about? How would you like it to go? Envision this. No vanity, no pride, no arrogance. If you were your best self and your spouse is their best self, how do you want this conversation to go? What's the end goal? And now stop. Your previous attempt didn't work. Don't repeat it. Be better this time. Focus on listening. Your goal is to preserve the bond you two share and to continue the connection. The problem is not really the conversation. You two are both intelligent and should have times when your life experience and training brings you to different conclusions. The problem is not the argument. The problem is that your connection was conflicted during that conversation. Your task is not to continue the argument. It is to continue the bonding within the conversation. If you do it right, the bonding will improve. Now squeeze the trigger. Return to your loved one. Like having another take in a movie before you get it right, even if it's take 274, you resume the roll and action. Squeeze the trigger, take the shot. Do your best. When you do this, it'll feel good. Put the cherry on top after the sundae has been made and thank your spouse for listening. Thank them for hearing what you wanted to say. Show appreciation. Put the cherry on top. Remember that isolation is for planets, not for people. When you connect and reconnect, you will feel good. Just like I did in Boy Scouts when this trick helped me to get a bullseye and ultimately my merit badge. Thanks for listening today. I wish you well in your endeavors. Now that we've had our pitter-patter, let's get at her. Geronimo.